Hey Run Junkies, well, most of the time, many of us are living in some kind of a status quo, a routine that for the most part is predictable from day to day. But every once in a while, that routine gets shaken up by something like travel. And with spring break coming up, I felt this was somewhat timely, but we also have summer trips to consider, or maybe you travel regularly for work. So we might want to ask the question, where does our training fit into our travel plans? Now let's tackle this in two separate ways. First, let's talk about whether or not we should train while we're on vacation. Well, if you have a goal, you want to keep that goal in mind as you travel as well. What is that goal? How far out is it? What is entailed in getting and reaching that goal? Do you have a strong target that is immediately on the horizon, or are you recovering from a race and just need a little bit of downtime? If the former is the case, then you might want to bring along your running kit. If not, kick your feet up and relax. In either case, it's actually okay to take a short break from your training. It also depends on the nature of your trip. A physically taxing trip like a ski vacation, backpacking, or even a sightseeing trip with a lot of walking already has a lot of physical activity built into it. So in those cases, you might want to keep any extra training on the lighter side or just forget about it completely. On the other hand, if you are spending a significant amount of time on your vacation lying on a beach or by the pool somewhere, you might start out a few of those days now I'm distracted by being by the pool. Oh, spring break can't get here fast enough. You might start out a few of those days with a brisk walk or a good jog before you pull up a lounge chair and slather on the sunscreen. If you are traveling for business though, the equation kind of changes, doesn't it? Because you don't always have a lot of downtime to squeeze in that workout, even if you're spending a night in a hotel. Tossing a pair of running shoes into your suitcase wouldn't go amiss though, because at least you have them in case you feel like you need to get out and move your body a little bit. In either case, whether you're traveling for business or for pleasure, you may want to do a little bit of research ahead of time about the area, the resort, or the hotel in which you may be staying. Some resort locations might have well-developed running trails and well-lit running trails in the area, and some resort hotels might have a really nice fitness center. And while budget hotels might be lacking in decent equipment, you might ask the hotel staff where there might be a good gym or a track nearby. The point is to do a little research and don't be afraid to get creative if you really feel you need to go running. You might also want to think about what kind of time you have as well as energy. Travel of any kind is enough to knock us off our routine and really wear us out more than we think it should. Even if you plan on training while you're on vacation, cut yourself a little slack in case you have some long travel days and you're feeling a bit fatigued. Now, packing your suitcase so you can train while on vacation doesn't really take a lot. If you check the weather, you have a good idea of what to expect when you get to your destination, and all you need is a good pair of running shoes and one regular running kit. Even if you plan on running repeatedly, you can rinse off your stuff in the hotel sink, hang it to dry, and hope for the best. Or you can bring a small travel-size detergent if you need. I personally like this Sweat Export. I love going for a quick run while I'm on vacation, especially with spring break coming up. We're headed to Florida. It's gonna be a nice change of scenery, a great change of weather, and I'm looking forward to just getting out of my rut, changing things up a little bit. The bottom line is this: consider your goals and your energy and how and where you'll be spending your travel time. Throw a pair of running shoes in your suitcase and see what happens. My feeling is this: you're on vacation. Allow yourself to take the time off. On the other hand, if you want a little me time in a new location, maybe adding in a run is a good way to do that. My question for you today is this: do you take that time off, or do you train while you're on vacation? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions in the comment section down below. And as always, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please click on this button right here. If you want to see how I took an entire week off during my Ironman training, click on this video right here. And how I pack for a Run Disney Racecation, click on this video right here. That's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. Go find your awesome, and until next time, happy running.